Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and I have prepared fantastic mermaid nails for you. Have a preview of them in here. Absolutely awesome, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Also, if you need here, don't forget to subscribe. We put tutorials up every Monday, Wednesdays and Saturdays, so let's start. Look at them, so pretty, and depending how the light shifts, they look slightly different. They're actually not that hard to do it, and first of all we are going to use some background. I have chosen the Cupid charm as a really nice and pretty pink. So I would just apply a small scoop of it at the bottom where we want to have those 3D shell design, and then grab the sponge and just dab it in, just like this. Just so it gives us a little bit of color on the background. This color is not showing when the cat eye is very intense, and when it's shining. But when you tilt the tip down, it is showing more from underneath, because those cat eyes kind of tend to show the colors through it. And then once we cook it, we take the cat eye festival freeze and we are gonna apply it over. Okay, so on the top, I'm actually gonna show you that it is showing through. So let me brush it, and you can still clearly see it, an ombre. Obviously, when the cat eye is gonna shine like really strong, sometimes this is gonna be invisible, and then when we tilt the tip, it is gonna show again. And now we want to take the magnet and just make the nice cat eye effect. So nice and strong. That's as beautiful. And again, showing ombre, not showing, showing, not showing. Grab the D-liner brush and do like a lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do like a wee lines over my cat eye. You can do quite a decent amount of them, and then take a magnet and just intensify the effect. And you can see it, we've got a really nice design underneath. Cure it. And then let's do it here. So I would say it's very fast design and pretty salon friendly, also trending as well, all those kind of textures, cat eyes, ombre, and the gems and the blink. So it actually has everything what is very trending at the moment for the clients. They will definitely love that. Clean off the excess of the product from your brush and then do it here as well. And I am not too fussy because most of it is going to be covered anyway. It just wants to get a tiny bit more texture. And then let's show it that up again. So you can see it, we've got just like a wee lines. And cure this one as well. Now our next step is to grab some flakes. And I'm just going to put it like brush it on like a very small amount of them, just here and there. So they will stick into the inhibition layer of the cat eye. I don't want much of them. Let's do maybe this ones. Just a small scoop. Okay, that is plenty. Okay, so we've got just some tiny wee sparkle going on in here. And then let's do it here the same. So just a tiny bit of them. Not too much, we don't want to cover the design. We just want to brush like the tiniest amount ever. And if you kind of go over it like this, they stick in pretty well and they flatten on your nail, so you don't have to worry about like the sticking out texture. Now is the time to apply the top coat. So I'm just grabbing High Shine No Wipe Top Gel and protect our cat eye design and protect our glitter flakes. And I quite like doing it this way, so the texture lines are going to be visible. Okay, so this is our background. Let's cook it and do it here the same. But I want to see, yes, you can clearly see it in the camera, the pattern which we have created. And then cook this one too. Okay, now it's a fun time. So the easiest way to do it is to drag them from the bottom, and then the residue from the gel, we will use it actually to stick the gems. And I'm gonna use a clear gel. So clear fiber gel. And then start picking up a small scoop. Now, the gel is quite, I would say, medium to thick consistency. So you want to go really nice and slow. Actually, let's make it the first one even bigger. And then the next one. And I want them all to join like where the ombre is finishing. Don't go too close, like, because they will run to each other. If the temperatures in your salon or in your house, wherever you're doing your nails, is too high and the product is quite runny, you want to freeze them in between. I'm not gonna play with the single ones, it's still morning time, and of course we are in Scotland, so we had all 2 days of summer this year. Guys, it's actually unbelievable. I want to cry sometimes over the weather here, like crazy, crazy. So much rain this year. I think it's the worst summer ever we had it. That's a bit too much of a product, so I'm just gonna clean it off a little bit. And the slower you go, the more product you will leave. The faster you go, the smaller amount you will leave. Okay, cook this one. And then it's a time for a wee gem. So normally I secure them with the base gel, but because we have applied already top coat, I want something a bit stronger, so I'm just gonna secure them with the gel. Okay, so I'm just applying a small amount of the gel, not too much, I don't want it like to explode. And then I take all the kind of pearls and all the kind of gems I have. I like sometimes having like a different mixture of the stuff. And then it's quite easy and nice to create some sort of different things. So we've got some larger pearls here, and I can use them, like I think they are so pretty. And then I've got some smaller ones in here as well, so let's pick up a smaller one. Oh, come on, don't hide from me. They are quite rounded and sticking out, so I always would put them against something something bigger to give it smoother transition. Then I've got those pretty shells in here. And honestly, you can go as random as you want. Not enough product there, so let's bring in another scoop. And what you can do it is like, if your edges are quite clean, like in this case, I'm just gonna put a small amount here. Place that wee shell there. Okay, and everything looks pretty neat, so I can flash cure it. It is gonna be easier for me to secure the next round of the gems. Honestly, those designs are so much fun to do it, and you can swap the ombre, like you could put it the pink on the top and then only the cat eye on the bottom. So that will give you a different effect as well. So let's swap it now, the pearls. I'm gonna place this one here, and then the bigger one, like this one is huge, in there. And now I need to do some transition. So we're gonna stick this shell in here. and my edge isn't clean like, so I need to stick in something else in here. I cannot cure it yet because it's gonna be giving me a jump later on when I stick in different gems. So we are gonna do this one and maybe this one. And guys, I actually, since I did my nails like with the gold and silver mixed together, I start loving that combination. Like, I think it's so cool. I also have a box of the caviar beads, and we are gonna place a couple of them. So let's do it maybe gold. With the brush is gonna be easier. So I'm just gonna pick in those wee caviar bead, which is screaming, stick me in there. Okay, let's freeze it and then do the final round of the crystals. So I can place something blingy here. I can place something in here. And I kind of like to design it on the go. So we are gonna do a silver one. We can do another silver one. Then grab some, maybe more pearls. So I'm just searching for the smallest one. Let's squeeze it here. And then something gold for a balance on the other side. So something gold in here. And I actually like this shell. It has a different shape. Oh, come on, turn the right way. And I think that's plenty on this one. Like, don't overdo it because we've got those glitter sparkles visible in here. And then let's finish this one. So I'm missing something in there. Just to blend that huge pearl. I wouldn't leave it on the client nails like unblended. It would be pretty annoying, and also it will be more prone for coming off. But when you kind of place some crystals very close to the edge, it gives you smoother transition. And then I also want something golden here. We've got a wee horse in here, so I'm actually going to use it horse. Oh no, it should be that direction. I'm not going to use the horse, but you could use the horse as well. This one wouldn't suit my design. Sorry, Patrick, I am off the camera, but my hand just can't go lower. We have to use that shell again. But let's place it different direction. And maybe we caviar beads in silver, because I've got quite a lot of gold on the top, so I want to blend it with the silver now. Just inspecting for the product. There we are. That's just plenty. Now we are gonna give a final cook, and then I show you the creation we have did. And I hope you have really learned something new. I love the fact how we do the shell underneath. Of course, you would clean the inhibition layer from the clear, but I'm not gonna take up much longer time because we've got some works done outside, and you can actually hear all the drilling going on. So I don't want you to listen to those noises. I'm just gonna place this one. I can't touch the fresh two, we did it. I can touch them because they're not clean yet, but I want to show you the nice look. Oh, feeling clumsy because I was hurry up. Oh, that is so loud. Okay, anyway, that's what we have created. I'm gonna touch it. Don't do it, guys. This is what we have created. That's how they turn it out. I love all those designs showing up from underneath on those shells. And I'm sending you huge glittery hugs and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!